Next question comes from Monica Hernandez.
Now, support for former President Trump is a dominant issue in this race, but the last candidate who ran against the Democratic incumbent in this district back in 2022 was an ardent Trump supporter, and she lost. So why is aligning yourself with Trump a winning strategy here? Councilor Prescott, we'll start with you.
You know, it's said that this is the most important election of our lifetime, and I've heard it so many times, and many times I've had questions. Maybe it's not. But to me, this one is the most important election of a lifetime. And frankly, the way to get out of this, to be able to change the direction, is to have Trump win in November, keep the House of Representatives, and make sure we get control of the United States Senate. If we don't, we are on a road towards socialism. We're on a road towards ignoring our Constitution. That happened with this administration. Harris-Biden administration disobeyed the Constitution. They did not work as the executive branch to administer the laws at our border. If we continue, if we lose the House, the White House, that will continue. And when you have obstruction of our Constitution, we're one step closer to a democracy, and a democracy can take away our rights with a single vote.
Alderman Levasseur.
You know, the simple question is, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? I don't think there's anybody that thinks we're better off today than we were 4 years ago. I have Trump or bust on my signs. It's not a slogan. It's a fact. If we don't change this administration and get back to where we were, we're not going to go anywhere. We're going to have higher inflation. The wall is never going to get built. Immigration is going to continue. The deficit's going to hit $36 trillion before the end of the year, and these things will never end. You know, with Trump in office, I mean, people don't like the guy, but yeah, I love his policies. I love what he's done for the country, and that's one of the reasons why I got in. You know, Chris Pappas spent the last 4 years, twice he impeached a guy over nothing. They play politics. They've just been going after this guy. Let him do his job. Let him do what he does well for America, which is the great policies that he's enabled. He brought peace to the Middle East, for goodness sakes. He gave us an economy like we've never seen. Inflation was below 2%. Our interest rates were below 3% for our homes. I mean, look at where you are today and look where we were. It's a no-brainer.
Mr. Bright.
I don't subscribe to fanboy politics. I mean, as an Army officer, I swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States, period, end stop. So do I like Donald Trump's policies? I do. I think all of his policies make a ton of sense. The border was secure, our economy was humming, and quite frankly, what got me over the edge with Donald Trump was when he said he was going to drain the swamp. That resonated with me because I was tired of politicians. And I'll come back to what I said earlier. Holly's going to look you in the eye and tell you that she was writing tens of thousands of dollars of checks, on her own words, pay to play, to give herself a swampy advantage that other Americans just simply didn't have. I didn't have that when I built my business. So when I looked at Donald Trump and when I look at what he stands for, it's about everyday Americans, helping people get ahead, helping them be able to afford gas, helping them be able to afford groceries, securing our border, and getting this country back on a track of prosperity.
Ms. Nawaletsky, 30 seconds to respond.
Chris, you keep attacking me, and I think that's only because you're feeling at risk. But the real reason is we have been fighting for Buy American at the state, regional, and national level for 2 decades because the American worker is my best asset and this country's most valuable asset, and we need to protect the American worker. And Buy American will save jobs and save people at the kitchen table, and I will always fight for them, and I am not ashamed of it. I've spent $50,000 on Republican tickets in less than 5,000 over the last 2 decades.
That's time.
Not buying it.
Ms. Nawaletsky, you had a chance to respond to that, but I also want to give you a chance to respond to this particular question. Sure. So why is aligning yourself with Trump a winning strategy?
Because the Biden-Harris administration has weakened not only our nation, but the world. We have out-of-control illegal immigration. We have rising energy costs, rising interest rates. People at the kitchen table are suffering, trying to make ends meet. And on the international level, we have destabilized the world. I, as a Jewish American, feel that the only way I can be safe and my grandchildren can be safe on the international world is through strength, and Trump provides that. So I feel that the strength that he provides nationally and internationally through energy independence, shutting down illegal immigration, and being strong on the international border is the only way that we can move forward.